Hello Floss Tube, I'm Andrea, this is Pooh, and we're Canada Pooh Stitches. This is our second floss tube. It is Friday, July the 15th. And on my first video, I forgot to tell you where we're from. Obviously, we're from Canada, but in Canada, we live in Ontario, Northern Ontario to be specific, and even more specific, we are in Sudbury, which is about 5 hours north of Toronto. Pooh has on his new outfit. It's his summer tank top, and it says, "I love Mom and Dad." And we only spend about $4 on his onesies, so we don't go overboard. Sometimes at Christmas we'll buy him a special one, but only if it's on sale. So I guess we'll start. First of all, thank you for everyone who watched and subscribed and liked and commented and all that. Everything was very nice that you had to say. Some people did give me some suggestions to make improvements, so I appreciate that. So keep that coming if there's things you want to see or things you like to see different. This time I'm going to, in the drop-down menu, I'm going to have links and stuff to things that I mentioned so that it's easier for you to find. And then when I get back from my vacation, when I do my videos, I'm going to work on some editing and that kind of stuff to add pictures and that kind of thing. But I'm going to have, that's a learning curve for me, so I'll figure that stuff out as we go. So I have, like I said, I have a couple finishes. My first finish is, I can't remember what it's called. It's a Laurie Holt barn. Is it not barn? Sweet barn. But it's actually a big pattern, but she gives it to you so you can make it small. So I did it 1/1 on 25 count for a couple of reasons. One's I wanted to make it a little pillow. The other reason was I never done 1/1 before on 25, so I wanted to see what it was like before I started a big project. And I actually liked it. It turns out very nice. And so I'm going to finish this into a pillow, and I'll show you part of my haul now because I'm going to finish it with this here. It's from, it's a quilting company. It's from, I've heard, Kimber Embellishments. And it's called Velveteen, so it's kind of like a nice velvet. So that's going to be the backing of the pillow. So hopefully next time on the next video, I will have that finished, fully finished object to show you and show you how that turned out. My other finish I showed you last week was the Cranky Owl by Modern Folk Embroidery, Jacob DeGraff. And so he's finished, and I did a complete conversion on him. I did him on 32 count peanut brittle from Leo and Roxy, which is sold by Evertote. It's a Canadian website. And then I converted the flosses. So I did the owl in, let me grab it here. So one of the Leo and Roxy flosses, it's called Oyster. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's Betty White. I don't know why that's in there. But there's the Oyster. It's just like I guess very pale beige. And then for the green, on the camera and on the video, it's not really coming up. It's Jade. I got a big hank of it from Hand Dyed by Rolanda, and she has an Etsy shop. And I know I didn't pay very much for this. I really like the green, so I got that big hunk. I'll show you another part of my haul. I was at Michael's the other day getting some DMC, and I thought, oh, wouldn't this be nice? One of those hoops to finish the owl only. I got an 8-inch. One, it's too big, and two, I don't like how the brown shows up on the peanut brittle. I think I want to have like an off-white kind of creamy beige. So I'm going to get one of those cheap hoops and paint it, and then I'll frame him up. So that I probably won't have that done the next time. So then for my whips, I was working on the Strawberry Manor Stitch Along from Teresa Kogut. That's part of her Patreon. You have to be in her tier 4 Patreon to get this chart. So I finished the first part, and I did a little bit extra of the border. So I'm just going to try to get that in there so you can see real good. Love, love, love this pattern. It's coming up good. So today she released the second part. So I will be doing that as soon as I've done this video and get it uploaded. I'm doing, sorry, I forgot to mention, I'm doing this on 32 count even weave, vintage country mocha. That's what I'm doing that one on. So if you want to, eventually this will be released to the public, but probably not till next year. So if you want to stitch along with that, you can go check out her Patreon site and see if that's something you'd like to get. You get other charts, and I'll show you later on as well. Actually, I can show you those right now. I got them here. So every month she releases charts, and depending on what tier you're in, if you're in tier 4, you get 3 charts. Tier 2, you get 1 chart, and tier 3, I think you get 2 of them. Plus, she has like some coloring pages and stuff. So I think this. Oh yeah, this was tier 2, 3, and 4. Now I only have gray and white. But I was at the copy place that I go to, and they don't charge very much for color copies. So the next time my husband's home, I'm gonna have him show me how to put the download onto like a thumb drive, and I'll bring it in and I'll get it printed in color, and then you guys will get a better idea of what they look like. But this is the first one. He's a Santa, but his suit is in green. It's gorgeous. This one I'm starting for sure in the near future. I'm gonna do all of these ones. They're all Santas, and I love them. So this is the second one. So this is if you're in tier 3 and 4, you get this one as well. And there's a snowman there, and he's in like a gold yellowy color suit. He's also very nice. Like I said, I want to do them all. And then there was one more, and this one you had to be in tier 4 to get. And this one, he's in a red suit, and it's got a nice floral thing and a deer and a little snowman. Let's see, Merry Christmas at the bottom there. It's gorgeous, and so I can't wait to get started on that one as well. So then I'm gonna go on to my haul. I got this here. It's called a Tacky Bill because I'm working on a Mirabilia that you'll see coming up probably in another video. I didn't work on it at all in the last little bit. But you put your little beads on there while you're working, and they don't move around in that. So I was at my local Needleworks shop, Victoria's, and I saw that there, so I picked it up. I've seen it online, but I haven't seen it any cheaper, so I said I may as well just pick it up. And I try to support local when I can, and if things I can't get local, then I'll order from online. And then I took a free motion quilting class. I'm glad now that I know how to do it, but I don't think I'll do it much, but unless I have a project that really calls for it. But while I was there, they had brought in some new patterns. And so I got this here. It's for a project bag and the reason I got it was because it had the instructions for how to put that handle on, and I want to put handles on my bags. And you get instructions for doing the 4 different sizes, so I can play around with that. And then the other pattern they had, they call it a place for everything. And these little inserts, you can add as many or as little as you like. And the reason I got this, I thought it'd be really good to take on retreat. I can put all my stuff in there, and it has a handle, and that I had brought something else to a retreat, but it wasn't portable. It works well for me when I'm at home to hold all my stuff, but it wasn't practical. It was fine on the table, but moving it between the room and the table wasn't too easy. So I thought this would be a lot easier. So I'm not gonna obviously do that fabric. I'm gonna do something more my style. And then on last weekend, there's a group of us that are part of the Quilting and Stitchery Guild here in Sudbury. And so there's about probably 10 of us that are going to Stitch North next spring. And so in the fall, we're going to be starting with the guild, and we're going to be doing monthly meetings at where we're supposed to meet if the city will allow us. But so this summer we've been at once a month, June, and then now July, we've gotten together at somebody's houses, and we have a little afternoon stitch. So that was really enjoyable. We got to sit outside on someone's deck, and it was a nice weather, and there was no bugs, and it was really nice. While I was there, one of the ladies was given a box of stuff from someone who had passed away or who had stopped doing the crafts, and I got this old cross stitch magazine, and I love that little girl, and I want to stitch her. And I also, there's a lighthouse pattern in there that I really like, so I picked that up for free. So that was a nice thing. I also belong to EverTotes, who sells Leo and Roxy Floss. I belong to their monthly subscription. And so for July, we got, and I'm in the neutrals. You can be neutrals or you can get the brighter colors. So we got these greens and blues, so they're quite nice. So I've been adding to my collection because I want to do more conversions. So I've been adding quite a bit to my, so I can have options to pick from. And I do enjoy working with their flosses. The other thing I got this at Michael's, and it's just a little plastic, very thin little tote, but I liked it because it had the handle. I had picked up some DMC, I think to do that green Santa, and so I just threw that in there. But this could be used for a lot of things. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use it for, but I think it could be quite handy. And then I also belong once a month from Traditional Stitches, I think they're out of Alberta. I get the Little House Needlework Fall on the Farm, and this is number 7. I have 3 done so far, so I'm behind. But I wasn't planning to stay caught up, but when I get back, I'm going to pick it up again and work on it some more and try to get another square done. And then, I had to order from 123 Stitch one of the Weeks Dye Works for Teresa Kogut Strawberry Manor pattern. So if I'm going to pay $5 to ship one skein of floss, I'm going to order something else. So I ordered the Prairie Schooler, I think the Revisited, and you get 2001, 2006, and 2008. And the reason I got it was I want to do this little guy here with the sewing machine. I also like the sleigh. I don't think I'll probably do the partridge one, but who knows. But definitely I want to do that little sewing machine one. And then I bought 3 other charts. I've never heard of this designer, never seen this designer. It's called Kitty Me Designs by Pamela Kellogg, and she has a series called Cats and Quilts. I don't dislike cats, but I'm not a cat person. I don't have a cat. I'm not crazy about cats. But I do like quilts, and I really like these patterns. So I'm going to show you. I got 3 of them. I got September, so they're monthly. So it's a quilt that's with apples, and what I plan to do is just take the cat out. It's easy. It's just a pattern, so I can just fill in whatever's supposed to be where the cat is, and just have the quilt. And then I'm going to display them. I'm not sure how I'm going to display them, but and then I also got October because I love pumpkins. So this is like a pumpkin quilt. I almost wonder if I could figure out. Oh no, that's too complicated. I was going to say if I could figure out how to actually quilt that, but that might be a little bit more challenging. And then I got, that must be December. Yeah, December with the poinsettias. So I was really happy with finding those. So like I said, that was Kitty Me Designs by Pamela Kellogg. So I've never heard of her, never seen anything from her before. And then one thing I got when I was at Michael's, it was in the clearance section for $2, was these little seashells, and I thought that I could add them to my nautical. I do nautical decorations. I can add them to that, or if I make like a nautical finish for a cross stitch, I might be able to glue one on or something, just as a little, like a button or something, but as a seashell. So for $2, I thought, well, I'll get those in case I come up with something someday. And then my last item that I got isn't really stitch related. Well, it's not cross stitch, but it is stitch related. It's a quilt kit by Teresa Kogut. So they take some of her designs and they make fabric out of them. And this was for the Love of Nature. And my local quilt shop was able to order this here for me. And it comes in a lovely Riley Blake box, and you get all the fabric that you need, including the binding. You just have to provide the backing. So that's the For Love of Nature base. And then there's a cross stitch pattern, obviously, that we probably all know about. And I'm going to get it and stitch it. So this will be the quilt for my bedroom. And then I'm going to stitch the pattern, and I will have that on my wall in my bedroom. Oh, I forgot to show you my other whip that I just see here right now. So let me show you my other whip that I really was working on. Actually, I have another one. I didn't bring it in here. That's okay. I'll show it to you next time because it better be finished next time. So the other thing I worked on quite a bit was this Oh Dear. It was a cross stitch quarterly subscription that I belong to as well. and we got it last December-ish. I can't remember, by November. And so part of this is from the Fat Quarter shop, and you get everything that you need to stitch this. So here, I got it here. So I'll show you. You get a project bag. You get the fabric that I'm going to show you there in a minute. You get the flosses that you need. You get a needle. You also get a needle minder that you'll see, and then you get some other type of notion. I don't remember what the notion was for this one, but I take it out and I use it for different things. So I've gotten quite a bit done on this guy. I only had like maybe 10 stitches in them, and so I got them all, good chunk of them done, and then all the outlining is done. So my plan is I'm going to the East Coast for 2 weeks on Monday, and so I'm going to be doing a lot of stitching, and while I'm there this will be an easy stitch for me, so I'll have him finished up. I'm also going to bring Teresa Kogut, and I'm not going to bring her because she'll be done before I leave. If I'm not done, I'll bring it, and I'm going to finish her. And then I showed you, I think last time, I picked out 2 patterns that are Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. So that's the Prince Edward Island one. It's shaped like the island, and the motif kind of fills in like the landscape. And I got the flosses all kitted up for that one. Oh, now if I can remember which one's which. I think it's this one here. So those are the colors for it. Very, very pretty. They just called for DMC. And then I also picked up the New Brunswick one. So it's got like the Hopewell rocks and some clouds in that. It's also very nice. And this is the colors for, yeah, this one here. These are the colors for it. So I'm going to be working on those as well. And then I'll be going to, I got the, oh no, I can't remember. This is, I think, 16 or 18 count Ada. It's just white. And I'll stitch, they're not too big, so I'll stitch one up here, and I'll stitch one down here or something. And then I will get those. I'm not sure how I'm going to finish them, but I'll figure that out once I get that done. So I'm going to work on those while I'm there as well. So I plan to, there's 2 cross-stitch stores in New Brunswick that I'm going to be stopping at, and I think at least one in Nova Scotia, maybe another one, and then I'm going to a quilt shop. I found the quilt shops that I want to go to, one in each province, New Brunswick, PEI, and Nova Scotia. And so I'll come back with all that stuff and I'll show you. While I'm there, I'm going to be cross-stitching everywhere I probably can, at the beach. My son wants to go deep sea fishing. I have 0 interest in fishing. I do not reel in fish. I do not touch a fish. I do not eat a fish. I do not skin a fish. I will be on the boat going for a lovely boat ride, hoping to see some whales, and I will be stitching while everybody else is fishing and taking pictures. I'll take pictures for people. And then I will be stitching. I'll be stitching in different places, and I will be showing you different pictures. I will have pictures of Pooh in all kinds of places. I come up with really cool ideas of how to take pictures of him in different places. So I will be posting pictures of me stitching in all the places that I can find on my Instagram, which is Canada Pooh Stitches. And I'll have that information down below. And then the pictures of Pooh, I don't release them all at once, but I will be posting on the trip every few days of something for him. And he will, and then when I come back throughout the year, I'll post every once a week or something. And you'll see all kinds of, I'm telling you, there's other people that do this. Like, there's a big group on Instagram. There's one guy in Newfoundland. He has a donkey, a stuffed donkey that he takes, and his profile is called Best Ass in Newfoundland or something. And he goes all over Newfoundland and he takes pictures of his stuffed donkey. It's hilarious. I love it. And there's like thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that do this weird stuff. Like, you could look for hours. They pose, some of them they can pose and they dress them up and they take pictures, and it's insane how many you go to plushies and stuffies of Instagram of the world, and that's how he ended up being Canada Pooh, was a lot of them would have where they're from, so I called him Canada Pooh, so people knew that we were taking pictures of him in Canada. And so you'll get to see him in all kinds of outfits, and he'll be fishing. I'll get a picture of him like with a fishing rod and stuff. Like, it'll be fun. So I will see you in about a little over 2 weeks when I get back from the East Coast. Maybe I'll do a video from out, oh, wouldn't that be something if I did a video somewhere kind of cool. I can't do it outside because the wind and that, it's too hard with the sound and that, you hear the wind. But maybe I'll keep my eye out for something fun that where I can shoot a video from and maybe do a quick little video. Also, when I get back, I have ideas for doing other short videos to show you like fully finished objects and finished objects and stuff and whips and stuff that isn't like your regular floss tube. So I'm going to play around with that and see what I can come up with. So this has been fun. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks, and I hope you guys enjoy your stitching. Bye bye for now.